Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am Pumpkin with a Monocle, or Pwam for short. It's day 3 of drawing for 15 minutes a day to try to get myself back into the swing of it. And today, I'm going to do an exercise where I draw some faces back to my comfort zone. But I'm going to be blocking out their shape and then filling them in. So I'm going to use a highlighter to block them out and then a pen. These might not be the best color combination, but you know what? I got a blue one and I got another pen, so we're going to see how this goes. I got Pinterest up and starting my timer. Alrighty. I tried to Google something I tried to search something up a little different so I would get some different face references from last time. Try out some different stuff. Oh, back to being quiet again. Boy, it's so hard to think and talk at the same time. It's like you gotta think of the words, and then you gotta tell your mouth to say the words, and then you have to say the words. My goodness, it's so much work. How is anybody expected to do all that? I've seen YouTubers use this technique before, and it looks really nice when they do it. And you're like, oh, I see the shape that they made out. And I wanted to try it and see if I could do it. Let's see if this red works. Kinda. Can you see it on camera? Hold on. Barely. Great. What's a color that contrasts as purple? Blue? Yeah, no, not blue. Oh, my handy dandy black that never works? Let me go to this one. My not so reliable black. Yeah, that kind of works. I wonder, has anybody else tried this technique before? Does it work for you? Are there any areas of the face and or body that works for you to draw first? Like starting with I know some people like starting with the facial features and then move into the actual face itself. I usually do the face itself, but I figured since I'm doing the structure of it first, I can do the face to try to get some semblance of where everything goes. This chick is really pretty. And they use a lot of mascara on her as well. Draw out those big eyes. Well, they're not really big. She's bugging her eyes out. Whoops. These eyes aren't centered. Not centered, but these eyes aren't the same. Or even look like the picture. Well, it's pen. We're gonna work with it. Once it goes down, we're stuck. Well, how's everybody's day going? Hope it's going well. I've been trying to draw more, but I also wanted to get started on some other projects that I've been putting off. So I've been keeping myself busy. I'm so tired. One of my projects is ginormous. I'm creating an entire different world, and there's so much so much research that goes into building your own world. You would think a world that comes from your imagination doesn't need that much research, but oh yeah. From science to cultural. I gotta figure out. I was watching a thing and they're like, "Oh, I hate it when books don't use like science when creating their worlds." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that actually might help too if I use some science." So I had to Google what side of a mountain is the desert side and which side is typically the more jungle-ish side. And that was fun. Luckily, I had just magically already had that set in there. And I was like, oh, phew. Looks like I don't have to change around the whole world. That would have sucked. And on top of that, I'm doing some language studies because I do not feel like creating my own languages. Like, good on everybody else for figuring that out. Figuring out how to make languages. I'm over here like, uno más. Uno más. I've been trying to learn Spanish for like, I don't know, 10 years? Or 8? No clue. Too long. Too long. I'm learning other languages and I'm like, oh, Spanish is way easier by comparison. I'm like, oh yeah, because you've been learning it the longest. You know the most. Don't mind my dog having an energy boost. When she has the zoomies, she has the zoomies. Turns into a little cannon. And like a cannon and a firework had a baby. That's my dog. Meanwhile, she comes to me and likes to lay on top of me when she's tired. Like, you little firecracker, you were just spinning out 2 seconds ago. Oh. And now you want to just lay on top of me? And then I say the magic word. Ball, play, and she's out. Ugh, this blue is super dry. Yep. I wonder if the red will work with this. Because I'm just going to use the black. Ugh. This black is too juicy. Mm-hmm. Ew, this is not very good. It's a little hard to see the detail in this. Not bad. The nose is definitely off. This is where using black is like terrible. I want to fix her nose, but it's in black. Black ink. Oh well. On to the next. Oh, she's pretty. I love the color of her hijab. What's the shape of that? Oh, I should try this technique with it upside down. I'm gonna try that after I do this, since I already have so much of it set up anyways. Maybe I should have started with her head and then did the shape of her job. My goodness. These things are super dry. I mean, the purple didn't really last. I already used the purple, but me. Whoops. Oh. Looks like I got cut off. But only by the timer. Let me see if I can finish this. Wow, 15 minutes goes by so quickly. I remember doing those 10-minute challenges and I'm like, yeah, no. Any more than 10 minutes. But breaking it up into 15, it makes it a little less daunting. When I draw, it's just, I get overwhelmed by everything that's not there. It's annoying, but I know with practice, I'll be able to get over it in time. That's just what I need. Time. And it's hard to tell what her neck's doing because it's so dark down there. So I guess I'll leave it at that. Well, I got 3 faces down in 15 minutes. Well, a little over 15. And I say they came up pretty decent. I don't think my drawing level is horrible, but clearly I have room for improvement. And I'm stuck in my old habits. Like the crotchety old woman that I am. Hopefully in time in time I'm going to improve. I know I am, if I just keep going at it. If I didn't improve, I'd still be drawing. I'll still be drawing eyes like this. And now my eyes are like this. So yeah, I've improved. Until next time, lovelies. Goodbye.